On Thursday, the National Electoral Commission released the provisional list for the presidential and parliamentary election candidates scheduled for July 2024. The chairperson of the National Electoral Commission, Odaga Sinzirwa, announced that out of 9 individuals who sought candidacy for the position of the head of state, only 3 met the requirements. We do have the details.
Kuwakane tariki ya gatandatu z'ukwa gatandatu 2024 dutangaje kandidatire zemejwe.
Today on 6 June 2024, we announced the provisional list of presidential and parliamentary candidates for the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections scheduled from 14th to 16th July 2024. The National Electoral Commission received 9 candidacies for the position of President of the Republic. After evaluation, the candidates who met the requirements are the following: Paul Kagame for the RPF Inkotanyi Party, Habineza Frank for the Democratic Green Party, and Maimana Philip, an independent candidate. The candidates who did not meet the requirements are the following: Manirareba Herman, he didn't provide a list of 600 people who are eligible to vote supporting his candidacy. Hakizimana Innocent, he didn't fulfill the requirement of 12 people who took their ID in the districts of Nyagatare and Gatsibo who are on the voting list in those districts. In Nyagatare, Gatsibo, Gisagara and Kirehe, there were found some invalid ID numbers, while other names were not the same as the ID numbers. On those who signed for him, some were repeated on the list he provided with different signatures, and there are others who were found on the list but never affirmed that they signed for him. Barafinda Sechiku Fred, on the list he provided for those who have been supporting his candidacy, he didn't fill at least 12 people who took their IDs in various districts, as well as on the voting list of those districts which are Nyabihu, Musanze, Nyagatare, Kirehe, Gakenke, Rubavu, Burera, Rutsiro, Bugesera, Ngororero, Gatsibo and Kayonza. On those lists, there were some where we found the names only but without ID numbers. There are even cases where there are names with ID numbers but no signatures. Habimana Thomas, on the list he provided for those who will be supporting his candidacy, he didn't fill at least 12 people who took their IDs in various districts, as well as on the voting list of those districts, which are Nyaruguru, Nyamasheke, Bugesera, Kirehe, and Rwamagana. In the districts of Nyaruguru, Nyamasheke, Bugesera, Gisagara, Rwamagana, and Gatsibo, he provided invalid ID numbers and other IDs which are contrary to the people who are on the list, and there are others who were found on the list but never affirmed that they signed for him. Gwigarashi Madian, in place of the criminal record, she provided a copy of the trial. In place of the certificate of Rwanda citizenship, which is required by the Commission, she provided the birth certificate. On the list she provided for those who will be supporting her candidacy, she didn't fill at least 12 people who took their IDs in various districts, as well as on the voting list of those districts, which are Kamonyi, Gatsibo, Gasabo, Sanze, Nyagatare, Burera, Nyabihu, and Kayonza. On the list of her supporters in the districts of Huye and Gisagara, their IDs were found invalid, and it was found that some of the ID numbers are contrary to the names of people she wrote on the list of her supporters. Banda Jean, he didn't fill at least 12 people who took their IDs in 27 districts and on the voting list of those districts. He provided the list of his supporters in only 3 districts, which are Gasabo, Bugesera and Kicukiro.
Yatanze ilisti y'abamushyigikiye mu turere dutatu twonyine, ari natwo Gasabo, Bugesera na Kicukiro.